Amy's got a gift that she is yet to come into herself with the energy healing, because she has it and she's not yet let it out.
I've known it. I've actually even been told it. The first time I was told was out here in California. I still lived in Texas, and a healer who has healed herself several times from cancer, and she's amazing and does Qigong, and she told me I was a very powerful healer, and I was like, what are you talking about? I didn't know what she was talking about. But I agree with Nick. We all have this in us, and I think it's important to note. So for me, even if I've been told that, or even when I know it's true, and I am patient with myself, so I go as fast as or slowly as I feel is appropriate. Sometimes I get stuck, and then I need to get nudged to maybe keep going. But then, if I keep doing that, I know things will show up as they're supposed to.
In the right time.
Yeah, exactly, the right time. And so, okay, and then there's alarm. It's okay. But that's life, right?
Yes.
So, but that's the whole thing, is that, we're all going to get there at our own pace, and there's no right or wrong way to do it.
Definitely no right or wrong. And there's no rules. I've heard from people, where's the certificate? You have to go to college, you have to do this. And no, it's something that just comes from within, and it comes out. Yeah. And the more you embrace this things that are happening, and once you become aware and then you embrace, then it's just like the door opens. Because the more you open up and embrace it, the more it comes down to you from God and the universe. And it's unlimited. It's unlimited to what we are capable of doing. It's just up here that we limit ourselves. And so once we can break free of this, of how we're taught to think, I'm only able to do this. My capabilities are this because I only have this much schooling, or whatever it might be. The universe and God is just everything. It's beyond our imagination. So we limit ourselves. And so when we can break past that barrier of no limits, it's unlimited. What we have the capacity and the ability to achieve. And so it's just opening up, being aware.
So it's funny, because here I'm thinking our topic was integration, and then this car alarm's going off. And in my mind, I'm thinking the first thing I'm going to is like, our timing, it's, shoot, how often does this happen? Hardly ever. So it's like, okay, so that's bad timing or bad luck, and then the thing is that it's not, and it's like, okay, here you've got this loud distraction, and that to me is integration. So using a symbolic analogy from this, using this car alarm, or all the other stuff, is basically like, I look at the energy work and integration as, how do we create that peaceful center? And so when all the stuff is going on around us, whether it's the car alarms or the other stuff, or going to work and you've got that annoying coworker or whatever. You're not looking at me, right, when I said, okay, good. Okay, good. And I was like, oh, whoops. Probably not a good example to use. Anyhow, sorry. I can be annoying, I'm just saying.
No, she's not.
But when that happens, it's not about controlling all the outside stuff to not have the car alarms, not have everything go perfectly all the time. It's about, how do you keep that peaceful center even amid all of this? And that's to me, like, getting into energy work, learning that difference was the first step to integration. Is because, again, I thought when you started learning these things, it's about controlling your environment so that everything's peaceful, and you'd float above it, or somehow things wouldn't happen anymore that would cause you any difficulty. But it's not the way it works. Is that it instead, you learn how to hold that peaceful center, even among all the other things. And then eventually, I think overall, you do create that peace. If you've got that peace, it really doesn't matter what's going on. I guess or at least it helps you hold stronger. It's to me, I feel like that's a big part of integration.
That is a huge part. And once you become aware, yeah, I prefer a quiet location when it comes to working with folks, because it enables me at this stage of my walk to focus and concentrate without being sidetracked. But when you start practicing this, as Amy has just said, you start getting stronger in you, and you can do it anywhere. You can do it in a crowd, and it ends up being less of a concern, because then you're able to focus on what you're supposed to, and you block out the sounds, the horns, the helicopters, and so that's where you start having more trust in you. Trust is a big thing.
It's a big thing, and it's funny, even again when these things happen, and you go, that came out of nowhere. I wasn't expecting that. To be able to still relax and trust that no matter what happens, you're going to be okay.
It's all going to be good.
Yeah, and that's I think that's
very
really
hard.
Difficult sometimes.
It's very hard because everybody wants it to be perfect,
Right.
the perfect setting, the perfect this, and really there's very few things in this that are perfect.
Right.
So it's just being.
Yeah. And
This is a perfect day, though.
oh my gosh, really nice day.